was the Dilla back in effect, man. A little bit like that. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Alright, man. We in this thing, man. You know, this one right here, another one for the books. And in honor of the late, great Screwzuta, 3P Suta, as well as my nigga Hawk. I should have would have gotten a picture pack too, but we had to do that on the next one. Yeah. But shout out to my nigga PATZ as well. Yeah, man. Shit, I don't even know where to start, man. But first and foremost, I guess I'll start by saying when we lost that boy, man, or when he made the transition, I don't want to say lost. Well, you said we would have you, but you know, I'm trying to speak for both sides of the game. I know everybody. You'll see why I'm saying we didn't necessarily lose him, even though he did make the transition. But we have to start looking at well, we lost him in a sense of him not being here, able to be here, and slow music down anymore. And shit, man, I'm gonna be honest. If shit, if the game would have still came to what it came to now, with him still around, shit, he would have never stopped. I don't think he would have never stopped DJing or stopped doing what he did. But I don't think he would have necessarily liked a lot of the shit that came out, at least within this last 10 years or whatever. Some of the shit he would have, though, I think. I don't know, I'm just talking about rambling off the top right now. But, yeah, man, shout out to my boy, man. Screwzuta, man, at Big Head Hawkins, man. I'm gonna get straight to the story. Then I probably have to come back and do a memorial for him. But also I'll pick up where I left off at last fall. Now, remember what I was telling you about Screw being Aquaman, right? Or having that water. You know, when I say that, basically what I'm saying is he has he has a significant connection with water, and of course, not to be funny, even though it may sound funny, but he smoked one of his drugs of preference was water or PCP or whatever. And that does make you feel like you in the water or whatever. probably why they call it water. You know, they was calling it that before I even was, when I was a lad. So that's probably why people start calling it water. Big Bay water, size of Big Bay. But and, you know, I partook of it a few times. I count my hands a number of times though. Like I said, in the last video I did in regards to this subject. Like with me, like I said, every time I done it, what kept me from being a avid smoker of it is, which I'm glad, is every time I ever done it, when it was all said and done, or in the middle of the high, my mind always was like, man, I don't like the way this shit got me feeling. You know, but it always be some, like I said, I never chipped in. That's one thing. That's one drug I can say I've never chipped in on. It's just the only time I've ever done it is when I'm around, you know. And even then, I've been around it, you know, a lot. Even then, it's every now and then, people, you know, go ahead and hit it one time. All right, whatever. Oh, why did I do that for? But I think the first time I ever done it was, I think I told the story last time, but I tell it again. We seen that's how, like, all I'm saying, when I tell you about drugs, is more than not telling you to go do the shit. But it's something about drugs that I can't explain it. They make shit come together sometimes. So I can't explain what I'm trying to say, but Halloween 9/7 Halloween. We had, now my plan was to go to Six Flags Astroworld that day, but I didn't have nobody to go with, which don't really mean shit because I'm known for going by my goddamn self. But I weighed my options that night. I said, you know what? I was gonna go to Ashford, but then my partner ended up getting his mama van. He had a car, but I think his car was down at the time. He hadn't got his car up and running. So every time he would get to his mama van, niggas be trying to jump in so we can do our joyride thing or whatever. Because nobody, we was still, you know, all the niggas that was older than me was old enough to. I got one partner, which he's kin of Big Mo. He had a car. He was like the only one with a whip, really. Him, then one of my other partners. But he was known to do some funny style shit sometimes, you know. So, especially with me, I was the new. By the time this shit happened, I wasn't the new guy around there. But like I said, I'm a known duplicate. My connection to that clique right there, that was my original clique. I'm from a whole other block. But when I moved over there, the way I was anchored in over there was through somebody I knew from school or whatever. So, and I'm the type of niggas love me, so when after about a week or two, niggas want me to be in it. I had niggas tell me, you know, from blocks I ain't even from, man, you should come fuck with us, man, come to our block and kick it, bro, and post up with us and shit. And I'm like, that's another story. But I'm saying that, but boy, he would act funny style. He probably was, but he act funny style with everybody. Anyway, else needs to hear that going there. But he had a whip. Other than them two, when my boy Kerry, I'll say his name because he's not necessarily he from Mo City, so he like the hood. People from out here don't necessarily know him like that, but and like I said, it's the guy who. The funny thing about it is I met him when he moved to. Before I even met him, and by 9/4, I met his sister in 9. This was 9/7, but I knew his sister before. I used to talk to his sister via Astroworld. 9/4. So when he moved to our apartments in 9/7, And then I seen his sister. We seen him first, and we seen his son. Damn, I used to talk to her or whatever. So we already had like a connection or whatever. But he was the only one that I was talking up to. He had the car, or whatever. He had a car, but it was down at the time. But his mother would let him use the van and shit. So whenever he got the van, when we used to be deep too, so it was like whoever was out there when he came around and got the van was trying to, we trying to get in so we can flip and mob around through the city with him. So anyway, he got the van that night. So I'm weighing my options. I'm like, I could go to Astroworld, and that shit Astroworld was kind of dying down at the time. It was in. But this was Halloween night though. It's always pretty much lit on Halloween, regardless. But I was weighing my options. I'm like, I think I'm gonna ride with these boys and see what they get into. So I rolled with them and shit, and I was chipping in on some water. Now I ain't had no intentions on smoking. I'm just riding with them and shit because I don't fuck with it, from my block, my block that I'm from, before I moved over there, even from over there, it was like a niggas smoked over there too, but like I had big homies over there that was like, and I'm just a weed smoker, so I wasn't into it anyway. But I kind of fell along the lines of the big homies that was like, fuck that shit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. And them niggas don't smoke this shit to this day. But so I didn't have no actual. I just wanted to go along for the ride. Like I said, but how I ended up even hitting the shit when they got it. You got two versions. You got the Sherm sticks, which is the cigarettes dipped in the shit. Then you got. And I'm not promoting this shit. I wouldn't advise. This is one thing I would say. I wouldn't necessarily. I wouldn't advise you to fuck with it. If you to get the right shit and hit through it 1 or 2 times, whatever. But that's some shit I wouldn't advise. You don't want to get addicted to and start smoking on a regular basis, and you don't know if that would happen. You just say, I just hit it one time. And next thing you know, you smoking this shit like. I got niggas that I don't to this day don't understand. They'll stop smoking weed and still smoke this shit. And I be like, I don't get it. Every time I ever smoke shit, I be like, oh man, I can't wait till this shit wear off. And it'll be another 18 months or a year or two before I be around it again. But I didn't get it one time, or whatever. But so I wouldn't advise you to go running around and say, let me smoke one and see if I can get up with Screw. But if you can, I wouldn't advise, but whatever. So we went. We had to go. Screw them from the southeast side or whatever. So we had to go to the southeast side or whatever to go grab it or whatever. Now, I'm not planning on smoking this shit, but you got the cigarettes, then you got the foil, you got the joint paper where you roll up a joint. Where them niggas used to have the joints rolled up. They'll put the dip in the water in the foil, and they'll put the joints in the foil and wrap it up and put it in the ice box and shit. And then we used to sell it like that or whatever. And if I did, which I'm not into it like that, but if I did, I would prefer my shit like that or whatever. But we went and got the shit. I wasn't planning on smoking it. When they went and got it, they got in the car. They fired up. We riding. They smoking the shit. And that shit was so strong. 5 minutes into it, I'm tired of the shit. I ain't even hit it. I got a contact. I was like, damn. I said, well, shit, I might as well smoke this shit then. Shit. I knew that was going to happen. Huffing and puffing like a big bad buff around it bit. But I need to put something in front of that though. Anyway, we'll be alright. Let me bag up. So yeah. But yeah, So now I was like, you know, we rock, man, fuck it, let me go and hit the motherfucker one time. So they pass, I hit, they pass. So I get in the rotation, never hit it a few times and shit. Okay, this shit, that's alright. See, with the now, with this, there's two different types of highs. If you ask me, than the cigarette and the. With this shit, it was like, with the first time I smoked it, it was like, okay, it was a mellow little thing or whatever. It wasn't like every time after that though. It was more like with the cigarettes and shit. It was like, I don't want to smoke this anymore. But even with this, it wasn't so much of that. It was just like, all right, I can dig it a little, but I'm not finna get on this shit like this. I'm not finna be ahead on it like that. I know in my mind, I have my mind made up. I wouldn't gonna never be no fucking average smoker of this shit. I'm strong minded like that. With certain shit. But I say certain shit because with weed, I'd have my nerves. It'd be times I'd be like, man, I gotta slow down. But just marijuana though. But anyway, it's hard to. I'm good. Like now, I can kind of. I'm always blow grass, but now I can. I'm at a point now. Just now, get to a point now where I can really. So you know what? I ain't gonna smoke number one blunt today. Half in the morning, half in the evening. I can pretty much do it. And maybe two. I'm getting better at regulating it. But ain't nothing really wrong with weed. It just make the reason I be trying to slow down that shit because it makes you. It does make you lazy. So I don't want to be. I'm at a point now where I don't want to be sluggish all day and shit like that. So I pick my battles with grass now. Or at least I don't even have bread like that. At right now, at least. But anyway, that's what I'm got to tell the story. But anyway, that's why I said it was something special about this night though. But they be on it. So we talking about them fucking gas stations. So we out there on his side of town, we blowing, we riding around on their side of town with them, you know. And that's a big thing, kind of a big thing to us, because we on the southwest side, I ain't got no, we still, I'm 14, 15. So I knew how to drive, because my old man had already taught me how to drive, I just never had no car. So anytime we ever get a chance to jump in the car and ride, go joyride somewhere, that's a big thing. So, you know, we out there rolling around, doing our thing, whatever. Jamming screw probably 9 times out of 10, because that's all we really fuck. But 9 times out of 10, I ain't gonna say that's all we fuck with, but we'll have to get into that in the next session. Y'all already see I'm gonna have to probably go do a couple more of these this week in honor of my boy. But we pull up at a gas station and show you know it. Man, that's the picture. I should have tried to find that picture. I'm gonna go get another one. And I think I'm gonna go get one. I go get my boy Pat. I need to go find that picture with cause I know you got a picture with that dog hat on. But we street niggas with tennis shoes and dimes. That well, I remember that shit. But all that was the same era. But and they had that. I remember we put up at the gas station. So you know, you got the pump, and you got one side of the pump, you got the other side of the pump. So when we pull up on the opposite side of the pump that they own. So it's him. I don't know who else was out there with him, but I know it was him. Some mocap, but I seen Screw because he had the. I know we passed up. I seen him. He had that dog hat on. I think he had like a brown. I think he had some khakis on with like a plaid shirt, like a plaid or pinstripe shirt or something like that. I can't remember, but it was something like that. We pulled up. I said, "Man, that boy, go Screw him." You know what I'm saying? Woo woo. Now we ain't no goddamn. You know, we ain't jumping. Screw, can we get over? But them niggas is celebrity status to us. But we ain't, you know, hop out, you know, none of that shit. We just, that's them boys, man, woo, woo, woo. I think my nigga went and got some gas. So I can't remember. I remember we seen him that night. Just the night that I, the first time I ever smoked this shit or whatever, which is his thing, whatever. But anyway, water, he's in it, you know, but now, this nigga got this Aquaman energy with him because I'm gonna get into it. And then I just come back to it because I want to get to the straight to the story right now on his birthday. Now watch this. About this water thing or whatever. Okay, now first and foremost, Stephen Boy in the building. This nigga here, probably if you ask, if you was to do your research and find out who's on the who's featured on Screw Tapes the most, it's probably this nigga. You ain't gonna find too many tapes that ain't got Pac on that motherfucker. Straight up and down. Then every tape you get gonna have something from Pac on that motherfucker. Damn near. So that's established that. Now, I'm telling you this thing about the water thing, right? Now I'm gonna show you how Pac come into the picture. Water. Shout out to Ariel. Go watch the video for Until the End of Time. You're gonna see him in that North Carolina jersey, that blue North Carolina jersey. Pac. That's one. Two, the nigga gonna say, smoke my porch, think my thoughts, chilling by the ocean, smoke my porch, think my thoughts, then I'm back to coasting. Now when them niggas smoke that dip, that's what they smoke that shit on. Cigarettes generally, for the most part, Newports or whatever. That's one thing. I don't know if Pac ever smoked the dip before. Probably had. I know niggas say smoking dope is like a sherm. How niggas think they learn to fly. I don't know if he was saying it from experience or he just see how niggas act off the shit. None of disrespect to Big either, because you know that comes from hit him up and shit. But he probably just seeing it off of watching niggas, because really when you smoke that shit, it don't make you feel like you can fly. It really make you feel like, if anything, well, everybody different, but my experience, you really feel like I say you underwater, you moving slow, and that's what you see niggas doing. Niggas get stuck, and then when they do start walking and shit, and like my nigga, I'm telling you about Greg. I remember we was in his spot one day, his trap spot. We were calling it traps back then, but we was in his spot one time. I remember, and some niggas came over to get some grass and shit. And this connected to what I was telling you about when my homeboy got robbed. And I was telling him the week before he got robbed, and I was telling the nigga, man, answer the door with that hammer. That's how I always seen it. Via the first nigga I really just kicked it up, who had a spot, was my nigga Greg. My nigga Matt Greg. That's his new shit, Matt Greg. That's another story right there. But Mac Summer, Matt Greg. But McGregor Park. Hold that ace time. I'm gonna show you something with that later. But my nigga would always answer the door with that hammer on him. I always kept that in mind growing up. So my nigga, 5 or 6 years later, when my partners opened up here, I never had a trial spot. I always stayed with my people and shit, so I couldn't never just jump it off like that. When my partner finally got his own apartment and he was doing his thing out there, I kept it in mind. But what really made me snap is, like I say, when that nigga opened that door, when he opened that door and he had the hammer on the counter, he let the niggas in, but he turned his back. Just the counter, say I'm the door, see this the door, just the counter. He opened the door, turned his back on the niggas, had the camera right here, and the niggas come through the door. One of them niggas grabbed the hammer and just, whoop, hey, boy. I peeped that. So when them niggas left, I told him, bro, start having that bitch in your hand when you open that door, bro. You don't know what the fuck, bro, niggas got on their mind. He blew it off. Sure you know it. A week later, they stuck him up. So, them be the moments and signs I was trying to tell a nigga. But anyway, I remember when the niggas came in the spot, my nigga Greg's spot. It was 2 of them. One of the niggas was sober, the other nigga was on the dip shit. And so they got their grass and shit. And then when they was getting ready to walk out the door, the nigga that was the nigga that was on the dip, his partner opened the door, or partner, Greg, you opened the door, let the niggas out. The sober nigga walked out. You know, it's like a little corridor when you going out the door. So the sober nigga was getting ready to walk out. His partner all of a sudden got on some Spider-Man shit. Just got on the wall and did like this here. And just partner grabbed, man. Just boy, man. Hey, get your partner, man. Get your people, man. This boy, you know what he got going on. He tripping, but he's on that shit. So it makes you move slower. But anyway, let me get to the thing. Because I got a lot of shit to unpack here. So, the nigga Pac say, smoke reports, think my thoughts, then I'm back to coasting. And I can't remember, I think it was the next verse where the nigga say, ride off alone in my Lolo, watching the whole world move in slow-mo. Slow-mo, Screw Zula, slow down. You see how this connection works? Water, chilling by the ocean. Next thing you know, we got another puppy talking about watching the whole world moving in slow-mo and shit. So, that's one thing. Now, two, when he made the transition, the day he made the transition, I'll never forget that shit. It was like a Thursday. It was raining like a motherfucker. My partner had, I came home, and it's crazy because I had a Lincoln Town car, water sky blue, same color as this shit here. Come to the crib, going to house. It's crazy because like the day they died like a couple months apart. Or this shit, they Screw and Aaliyah died like a couple of months apart. But the first time I heard Rock the Boat, it was the same kind of day, a rainy day or whatever. When I came home that day, Screw died. It was raining. I'll never forget my homeboy called me. He was like, man, you ain't gonna believe this shit. And I was like, what's up, bro? And nigga said, Screw died. I was like, what? Fuck me up. But it was raining today. It was a rainy Thursday. And it's crazy because you know one of the things with Newport, niggas say, never eat wet pussy on a rainy Thursday. I don't know if y'all ever heard that. I know you new generation kids probably didn't hear that shit. I think that was some old school shit. When I used to see it back then, I think that came from some old niggas, some old niggas from the side, some old southern nigga shit right there. You know, we got a different type of our old niggas. Y'all ain't see, we got old niggas everywhere be tripping. I'm talking about old niggas older than me, like niggas that's in their 60s now, 50s and 60s now. You especially in jail, you hear them niggas get talking, them niggas be saying some wild shit. Them old country on the back on the porch talking niggas be saying some. You'll get some. Sorry about that, Screw Zula. You'll get some funny one-liners from them niggas. But anyway, so boom. Then so the wake was like the next week. I think the wake was that Friday. Cause I think that next Thursday, the Thursday after that, I think was Thanksgiving. I think his wake was that Friday. Don't quote me on it, but it was some shit like that. It was around Thanksgiving. So we went to the wake order because the wake. That's how I know it's a connection with this nigga. He from the Southeast, but just so happened his funeral was in Smithville, but his wake was on my side of town, like 2 or 3 lights down from my block. Just so happened, you know what I'm saying? That's how I know there's a connection between me and this nigga at the reception hall. And that place where they had that was like where he had his wake in. That's where we used to go on Fridays and Saturdays. It was a teen spot, but really on Fridays and Saturdays. Sometimes it'd be Saturdays, but I think it was the reception hall or whatever, or ballroom. So we had some wild times. I can tell you some shit that stemmed from that right there, but that's a whole other story. I might have to have another story time with that one because we got on our hero shit that day or that little era. But so now, mind you, that's no Screw. I'm lying. I don't think him and Aaliyah died the same year. Screw died 2000, if I'm not mistaken. Was 2000? Yeah, I think it was 2000. Not tripping. But anyway, yeah, it had to be 2000 because I was still driving before I lost my license got suspended and shit. My license got suspended it was. You got 2000 and my license got suspended 2001. I had cut a case and shit. But so that was 2000 and 2001 came. Woo, woo. Now, '02 came around. This is where the shit gets interesting. I had a partner named Tweet. The two partner Kevin and Tweet. Tweet, the night before the 4th of July, I'm chilling with Tweet. His brother at work. So I'm chilling with my boy Tweet. We sitting around. Man, this is man. I can't make this shit up, man. I have to keep saying it because it's like this is unbelievable type shit. I know it's true. And I said this is real shit. I wouldn't get on here in front on a nigga name like this, make up no wild stories like this. But I have to say that because even I can understand. Like, man, this nigga taking it too far. A nigga saying it, but it's just true shit right here. It's real shit. Mind you. So I'm chilling with my boy Tweet, and he like, this nigga keep saying, man, bro, I want to smoke me a dunker. That's what they call, because you gotta dunk them hoes in the, when you have a little abstract bottle, nigga dunk the, you put the tip of that bitch in there, dunk the whole cigarette in the juice, put the tip of the cigarette in that bitch, and pull on it as if it was lit, and it'll draw the dip back to the filter or whatever, or depending on who you getting your shit from. Nigga, but man, give me to the filter. Sometimes it wouldn't go all the way to the filter, but that would be a big thing. Nigga, but oh man, I want mine to the filter, baby. Give me to the filter. Woo, woo. So, boy. So, this nigga keep, he's pussy putting around, man. I want to smoke me a dunker, man. I sure want to smoke me a dunker. I'm sitting there like, I don't fuck with it like that. I don't tell you, I'm not no, niggas know I don't fuck with it like that right there. It's a blue moon when I fuck with it. So, he trying to, so many words, this nigga trying to ask me to smoke one with him, but I'm through the head of him, so I'll show you how that happened. So, nigga he just keeps saying this shit about 30 minutes straight. And I'm like, yeah, bro. When the fuck nigga keep saying this? Why? I know why he's saying it. I understand how it be. But I'm in my mind, I'm like, got the means, got the fucking money. Smoke you one. What the fuck you keep putting this shit in the air for? Then he finally came out and said the real deal. He's like, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. He said, I know you don't fuck with this shit like that. He said, with Kevo at work, I don't want to smoke this shit by myself. I don't want to smoke at home by myself. Bro, I know you don't fuck around like that, but would you smoke one with me for the night? I'm like, come on, man. You don't fuck around. He's like, man, just one time, but I ain't gonna ask you no more. I want to smoke one, but I don't want to smoke by myself. Like, hey, we go back and forth a little bit. I said, all right, man, I got you, bro, whatever. Fuck it. 4th of July shit. So he go get this, I think he even got his mama car and shit. And it's crazy because the apartment we was staying in was called Rose Garden, but the reception hall now where they probably don't know if they changed it by now, but I went over there about like 3 or 4 years ago, and that shopping center where Screw Wake was there was they changed the name to or they made it a shopping center. It was called I think the reception house was called Rose some shit, but it's got some Rose shit with it or whatever. I thought that was interesting, but it wasn't that. They wouldn't even name that before I got locked up. That's Johnny Come Lately shit. That was I don't know when they changed the name of that shit, but so anyway, he go get his mama car and shit. We go to the nigga house. He go get it from. So he had to go pick another nigga up who knew where it was at. I think if I ain't mistaken. Yeah, then because I think Tweet said to call me when the other nigga went there to get it. So when the nigga come out with the shirt, his partner come with him. I mean, the nigga who sold it to him came out with him. I think this was I think this shit they had got this shit from Cali. I think on the way over there, the nigga was like, man, this is Cali shit right here. They got this shit from Cali or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. A lot of the time when niggas say some Cali shit, I mean that's that. Like I say, I'm not a everyday smoker of it, but I'm around the groove of the shit, so I know the deal about it. So you talk niggas say some Cali, you know, it's some unka. He come out with the nigga, man, and I should have known, bro. After I thought the nigga, he came out with the nigga, and yeah, that's me and Tweet sat in the car, so they had the other nigga went in and got it. But this how I knew it was some firewater shit. Cause the nigga came out, bro, with the nigga. I forgot who the fuck we had to go get the. I don't think I knew the nigga. I think it was one of the Tweet people or some shit. But the nigga came, they came out. So it's like we in the car right here. It's the sidewalk right here. So the niggas come out. The nigga who sold the shit while the other guy, my Tweet homeboy, was getting ready to get back in the car. The nigga who was selling the shit, that nigga looked at us in the car. The other nigga was still outside the car. The nigga looked at us while we was still in the car and said, hey man, be careful with this shit, man. This is some bad mama jamma. So you know, I'm thinking, you know, niggas always trying to blow some shit up and you know, blow some shit up and you know, push their product or whatever. So I'm thinking, you know, I mean, me personally, you know, I didn't take it to heart or whatever. I'm just thinking a nigga, you know, talking some shit or whatever. So shit, we jump back in the car. We go back to the apartments and shit. This nigga was not bullshitting. All I'm gonna say, bro, we sitting on the steps. Bro. I'm about to fire this shit up. He hit it a few times or whatever. He passed it to me. This nigga passed me this shit, bro. I promise you. This is no exaggeration. I hit it. By the time you know how you hit, like you smoke a cigarette or whatever you smoke, and then you know, drop your hand. Man, I hit that shit. By the time my hand got right here, I was like, what the fuck? Bro. I say, look, I say, man, what this boy done sold us, man? Mind you, I'm not, a dip head or a nigga that's really on it would have probably been like, well, I can't say that because Tweet was, well, let me put it like, let me just finish the story. But now, if I was just into it, now mind you, I didn't want to smoke the shit in the first place. I'm just doing a favor for my partner. I'm looking like, well, anyway, I ain't gonna be going. I'll try to stay on track, but I'll ask some jokes in my head. I'll make a joke about myself, but you probably see it already. But I hit this shit, bro, and when I man, I hit it. By the time my hand got right here, I was like, Man, hold up, bro. I was ready to ride. Man, I was ride like I said, cause I'm what the fuck this nigga done sold us, bro. What is this shit? When I look at my partner tweet, he couldn't even talk. This nigga was like, he couldn't even say nothing. I say, I'm like, bro, I don't know what this nigga done gave us, bro. I'm thinking this nigga done sold us some I don't know what, but I'm ready. I was aggressive. I was like, I'm ready to go slide on this boy, man. You know, now if I was a rhythm, but that's because I don't finish smoke shit anyway. I'm not really a dip head like that. Now if I was a nigga that was an avid smoker of it, I'd probably be like, oh, this boy here to give us some. I was like, I didn't really want to be smoking shit anyway. So when that shit hit me, man, I done smoked it a few times before that, like I say, on my hands. But when I hit that shit, bro, that's how potent it was. I was like, man, we gotta go find this boy. I'm tripping though. You know what I'm thinking? The nigga told us I'm really on some bullshit. Cause the nigga said, he was like, be careful with this shit. Y'all came back. I was like, oh. Next thing you know, man, I'm sitting up. We sitting on the steps. I passed it back to him. We sitting on the steps and shit. I think he dropped that motherfucker or something. Because we sitting there, I'm stuck. He's stuck. Next thing you know, he like, what a Sherman, bro? Nigga, I don't know. I gave it back to you. I should have put this somewhere else. I don't know, nigga. He don't even know. He don't even know where the fuck that bitch went. We out of there. I'm like, man, bro, what the fuck this nigga done sold us? I'm tripping because I'm like I said, if I was into it like that, I would be like, oh, this boy got some Illuminati. That was the boy you call it, Illuminati. That Kalumo. So we sitting there looking like Beavis and Butthead and shit. And, my partner finally, he like, man, I'm finna. And nigga was like, shit, listen, I'm finna walk to the crib, bro. I'm like, nah, bro, don't leave me over here on this shit by myself. Don't leave me by myself, bro. And nigga like, man, you gonna be alright, bro. Just chill out. I'm like, nah, bro, don't do that, bro. Don't leave me in this bitch. Don't leave me over there. We still still. I'm in my house right there. I'm like, man, don't leave me by myself. He's like, man, he had to wrestle to get from, not wrestle literally, but same way he had to talk me into smoking with him. The same way he he was trying to talk the nigga into chill. He was like, man, I gotta go to the crib, bro. I gotta go to work, bro. I'm like, alright, bro, whatever. So I finally get up. I go in the house and shit. Man, this how I know this shit here was potent. If I was on that shit like that was my drug of choice, and we been beating that nigga door down the next day or some shit. But I was like, oh, just like always. But this was probably the most potent form of the shit. I think that was the last time I fuck with that shit before I ever hit it before I got locked up. So that nigga went to the crib and shit. And it was crazy because I was selling grass at the time. And I had some fire, man. This shit here was like this is before Dodie and all that shit was prevalent. This was some just straight up grass. Man, like some borderline lime green with some real fire red hairs. This shit was dope. I'm talking about some fire. This is some of the best grass I ever had in my career pushing this shit. So he was like, it was all wild. I go in the crib. Man, look. I walk in the fucking house, bro. I walk in my room. I always kept my radio on. Radio pretty much stayed on for the most part all day. I'd sleep with that motherfucker on. Leave it on when I go to school and shit come on. I just leave that bitch on. So when I walk in the crib, when I walk in the room, Happy by Ashanti was on. That was 2002 summer. That's when it first came out. I walk in the crib, I walk in the room, all I hear is boop, 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 boop. And I'm like, hold the fuck up. Now, mind you, Watson shit wouldn't even on the radio. Screw never did, he never DJ'd Digital Slow, like how Watts ended up doing it for 979. He never did that. But this was way before Watts even got his spot. Watts was really just making his bones. This was 2002. Watts said pretty much he was doing. He had been doing it. He had been DJing, but he had really just started getting prevalent around that time. But this wasn't no. This was me tripping. Well, I don't know what it was the drug effect or whatever, I guess. But I'm living on the whole fuck up. I said, why does this shit sound so slow? And doop 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 doop. Cause like I say, mind you, the concept of slow down music on the radio wasn't even a thing yet. Cause like I say, Watts hadn't even started that yet. Screw had passed. Closest you would probably even get to something like that is if they played honestly, before that, I don't even think they would, shit. Closest I can think off the head, I can think of that is when Pimp the Pen 2 came out, and that was fast. The only part that was really slow was like Screw part. But Screw had a rap verse on it. And before that, so I'm what the fuck going on? I said, hold on, man, what the hell going on? So then that went off. After that went off, Tweet had called me. Now, my partner named Tweet, no relations. That's just, people been calling him that before. This ain't no, he got the name from Tweet. People already, he kind of look like Tweety Bird when you look at him, so I know where he got the name from. Never told me that, but when I think about it now, he kind of looked like Tweety Bird or whatever. Especially when that nigga, that shit that was funny as a motherfucker. But I'm talking shit. I'm like, man, this boy, what the fuck this nigga sold us? I'm talking shit while I'm looking at it, because I got stuck. When I hit it, I pulled it. When it got right here, when I'm finna, look, man, what the fuck is this? I'm talking shit for about 10 seconds. Tweet, what the fuck? I look at Tweet, he can't even talk. His mummified. That nigga crazy in the motherfucker. So, anyway, crazy part about it, after Happy go out last time, this fucking me up. I'm like, man, this shit here got a nigga tripping, bro. After Happy go off, Tweet come on. All I hear, no. I'm lying. I think when I walked, I think the first song I heard was Tweet. I think when I walked in the door, yeah, I think that's what it was. I think Happy came on after that. That's what it was. When I walked in the door, all I heard was you can call me. And I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on here? This shit is slow. I'm like, you can call this. It has hit me. I wish I would have been there with somebody sober. Well, I know what had been there. I know they've been told me I was tripping. But that's all I heard was, you can call me. So I'm like, mind you, this is Screw the whole fucking time. Then you say, this nigga here is talking that shit. You know, motherfucker. Oh, it gets deeper. Trust me. Now, mind you, this is when I'm young. I don't, this is before channeling and consciousness and all that old shit. I ain't, we still Christians and all that shit. So, yeah, I'm listening. You can call me. I'm like, man, I'm kind of paranoid that, man. I'm like, man, this shit here, am I gonna recover from this shit? I know this shit ain't actually playing slow, like I said, because ain't nobody wasn't doing it on the radio at that time. So that's what I'm okay, let me see what this next song, what the fuck going on. Because I think that kind of came in my mind. I was like, okay, maybe they, screwed and died. Maybe they didn't, somebody out in, but just about 2 or 3 in the morning. So you definitely ain't going to be doing no shit like this around that time. If they was to have some type of slow down shit and tribute, it's really be in the daytime or something like that. So, so I'm like, okay, I'm tripping. Like maybe I'm, the next song come on is Ashanti. But I'm like, man, this shit here got me tripping, bro. I'm so happy. I'm like, man, I know this shit is not. I know they don't got this shit slow on the fucking. I know they ain't doing that. I'm tripping, bro. So now I'm like, oh, I can't wait till this shit wear off. Oh, little did I know, I was in for a long ride. This shit didn't wear off till about, for one, now one note, on one hand, the initial aspect of how I didn't wear off till, shit, I didn't still kind of half-ass for the normal till 4th of July the next day. I went to Asheville today with my gal and shit, people or whatever. Well, I met them up there. Boy, it was a hell of a day. I ain't gonna lie to that though. But that, I'm feeling that shit all into the next day or whatever. Now, when I woke up the next morning, I rolled up, rolled me a blunt or whatever. Mind the grass, I got some fire-ass grass too. So I rolled the grass up and shit. Now by this time, it feel like I got a fucking cap on my head, just squeezing. It like I feel like a nigga had me in the iron claw, the camel clutch. What was the iron sheet? What the nigga said, the camel clutch or some shit like that. The iron claw clutch or whatever. It's like a nigga had a clutch on my motherfucking head. I'm like, it's like I got a cap on my fucking head or some shit. And every time I would smoke a blunt, the fucking dip how would come back and that cap would tighten up. I'm like, oh man, so now I'm really tripping. I'm maintaining, I'm functioning. Then this shit went on for like a week. The whole clutch thing, this shit went on for about like a week or two. Every time I was smoking a fucking blunt, bro, it just felt like that cap was just, yeah, I'm like, man. So, one second, yeah, but no, that's what I said. Now, mind you, like I said, when we first stood out there smoking this shit, I only hit the bitch. Mind you, I'm telling you, I only hit the motherfucker one time. I dare not would put my inhale some more of that shit. Now, I hit that bitch. By the time I got right here, I was like, man, this boy is so. That's my exact word. When I hit it, that big guy right here, I said, man, what the fuck? This nigga just sold us, bro. I wanted to smoke that fool. I'm just being honest. But I would have been wrong because actually he was, that's from his perspectives. He had some good shit. That's your drug preference. You would want some shit like that. If I was a diphead for real, I'd have been beating the nigga door down. Hey man, we fuck that nigga. Plus he warned us too. Now I remember the nigga exact words. That nigga said, man, y'all is coming clear to me now. That nigga looked in their car, he looked at us in their car, and nigga say, y'all be careful with this shit. I had an episode last night. Like I said, I blew them off. Everybody say that. I got that fire. But I should have paid attention to the earnest look, because I remember this shit. He had an earnest, real serious look on his face when he said this shit. But niggas always talk about, everybody promote their shit, pump their shit up. But I should have paid attention because that nigga had a real serious look on his face when he said this shit, bro. And so now let me show you how this shit. So you be like, well, how you know have a screw? Talking about that screw? I'm gonna show you. I get out of jail, but you know, this act is post lockup. I want to say 20. I want to say 2014. I think it was 2014 or something like that. I had a dream. The same, I think it was the same week I saw a Heavy D the Dream World. Shout out to Mount Vernon's finest. But I had a dream. I saw Screw in the dream. He gave me his phone number. But that was it. I seen him, and it was like, gave me the piece of paper. I opened it up. There was a phone number on that motherfucker. And then after that, I woke up. And then around that same time, I don't know if it was that same night or around that same time. I should have recorded this shit, wrote it down or something. But around that same time, I had to dream about him and Heavy D. I think it was the same night I had to dream about Heavy D was the same night I had to dream where I went to sleep in the dream. I ain't never done this shit before. I was in the dream, and then I laid down in the dream and went to sleep in the dream. But when I woke up, I said, that's some weird shit right there. So I knew I was making some head, but I'm conscious by this point. So I know about channeling and all that shit. I'm listening to Bobby and all that, and this, that, and the third. By this point, it's 2013 to 2014. I didn't put this shit together till last year when I was doing when I first started, when I did the Home for the Holidays joint. I had to put it. I said, hold up, and they was like, yeah, nigga, I've been trying to fuck with you. You just wasn't on the. You wasn't on that level back then. But a nigga been trying to make contact with you. That's what the tweet thing was about. That's why that shit was all. So when I smoked that shit, I tapped into that water world, and that's why the music was sounding slow to me. That was him. That's why nigga was like. So the happy was like him basically saying, I'm good, I'm free. Tweet with the call me thing was him basically trying to tell me that make contact. That's why when he, that was like I said, '02. That's why he had it 12 years later. When I see him in a dream, the nigga gave me the phone number to make the whole connection. Facts. I'm not sugarcoating now. The happy thing, that just came to me because I was thinking about it. Because I know to call me. Them the only two songs I remember, but every song that I heard that night was sounded slow and shit like that. But them was the only two songs I remember. I think I probably cut the fucking radio off after Happy because that shit was kind of spooking me out. So I think, but I remember them two songs. But that just came to me, to him saying Happy, being released from the body thing, whatever. You can get on the site line and find out on your own. Fact check that for your stuff. But for sure, the fucking tweet, call me, that most definitely was him doing that. So when he got linked up on the other side and finally woke up and became conscious and never started making contact with spirits, he'd be able to give me that number like, yeah, nigga, that's what that was. Fuck me up. I ain't gonna lie, I just put that together last year when I started doing that, when I did the first video on him. So, yeah, man, I'm gonna go ahead and post this one. We'll be back, man. I got some, got a few more, uh, about an hour or two on, but I had to tell that story, man. That too. Now, mind you, when I did the, when I first started doing the videos on last year in the fall, remember I was making a connection to him in Norse mythology, right? In Norse mythology, you have, in Norse mythology, this right here, this is the boat. In Egypt, it's the Sektek boat. And it's a whole lot of different mythologies that pertain to this right here in the creation myth, or the earth, or whatever, or the earth referred to as a boat. But in Norse mythology, you want to know what the boat is called? I'm gonna fuck you up. You think I'm like, you gonna look, see, this is how you can, see, you know, he just talking. We just on the bumping his gums, making him making them stories up again. He's crazy. No. This shit is called H. Ring Horn. You can call me H-R-I-N-G H-O-R-N. H. Ring Horn. The H, you know, all that light comes out from this side and this side. So this would be like the H right here, like a, because you know, it's when the energy shoots out, it's tilted, so it's like this. But when you hold it like this, but when you go like this, when all the energy come up, it'll come out like that. But if you step like this, anyway, the H, all this is alphabets anyway. This is for the alphabet. It's no story, but remember I told you, Krishna's flute, the horn is the ring horn. They always call it ring horn. Sometimes it's referred to as ring horn. Sometimes it's referred to as H ring horn or ring horn or whatever. No bullshit. Do your Googles and your Wikipedia shit. I got the scholarship on it. I'm not gonna just steal the thunder. You want to go get the book for some of this shit, because, yeah, niggas be stealing too much, bro. I'm tired of niggas. I mean, I'm not tired. It's flattering, but at the same time, you know, because this shit is for everybody. Once I put it out there, now I like to have my profit and shit. If you use my shit, if you go teach somebody some shit that I taught you, at least in regard to this, I'll at least say, well, you know, my boy, you know, it's like bibliography or whatever. But just go get any go. Yeah, this is a good thing right here. This is what you do. Go find some books on. If you feel like I'm bullshitting, go find some books on. Go study hard body on. Do your Norse mythology, Odin and Thor and all that shit. Study that shit hard body. You will see H. You'll run into it, ring horn, H ring horn, or whatever. But yeah, fuck me up. I just bumped to the H ring horn shit last year too, but right when I put all this shit together, right when I made the connection between Call Me and the dream I had 12 years later, right after I made that connection, I bumped into that damn ship name, H ring horn. Real shit. We gonna pause for the calls on this one, but I'll be back. Happy B-Day, Shrew. Shout out to Hawk, Pat, Moyo, Mafio, you know, all the fathers. So I can't get everybody in there right now, so I ain't see you trying, but you know, all my SUC niggas, man, that and it's the picture that I posted when I told y'all I went got that about 2 years ago when I went to Popeyes and got that chicken. And then I made a video. I was talking in the video. You can hear Screw come through as well as Moyo come through. I'm gonna have to repost that on my gram, so or I'll probably show y'all on my phone or whatever. But this is the picture I had. I made that video, and then the same day I put this picture up and posted Gangsta Lean. I think about what's my boy Curtis Mayfield, if I'm not mistaken, screwed up on my Instagram. But just point back, put it up. But yeah, y'all hold tight, man. We be back. H time, man. It's going on. Trust me. Peace.